You mentioned, going through experiences is important for him. You're someone you've gone through experiences, coach, and your accident. Where are you at with your recovery? I understand you just had another surgery. How are you progressing? I mean, you look like you're in pretty dang good shape considering what you've been through. But just catch us up there and how you're doing with that.
Well, April 23rd, 2024. So we're maybe 16 months removed from me hitting a tractor trailer full speed. He was parked, on the highway. Never saw him. I was changing lanes, looking in my left mirror, and came around a bend and
he's in the lane.
He was in the lane 5:30 in the morning. 5:55, I hit him. And, the last year has been filled with challenges, I think everyone's life's filled with challenges. This one, for me, was just my physical challenges. This is my 5th major surgery in 16 months. Not being able to sweat or really move my legs for a long period of time. I think that was the most difficult thing I went through, because we know that scientifically, right? This isn't any more theory. They can show you with electrodes connected to your brain and working out that muscles secrete something that send calming things to your mind. Some people need it. Most people need it. I know that I need it, right? I need to be able to exercise. It's been a way of life for a long time. So I think a long time without that had me in a really bad place. On top of that, are my legs ever gonna be the same? The pain, the discomfort. So it was really challenging, more emotionally than anything. The pain, this shoulder was last week. My legs hurt more than my shoulder. My legs are 16 months out. But the learning, is kind of what I talked about earlier, and becoming, I'm a lot more than a coach, and on this one, Rick Warren talked about all the he said at one point life was a series of ups and downs. And then he modified his thinking to life's a series of train tracks. And you've got, as adults, as children, as people, we have multiple train tracks running our lives simultaneously. And on track number 1 for me was that tractor trailer I hit. Mm-hmm. So it was a complete painful experience that has a lot of learning with it. A ton of learning for me through this. It's like not God why, but God what? What are you trying to teach me? On track 2, I had my 5th grandson. I didn't, but my children.
Yeah.
We have 5 grandchildren last week. My son, Jordan, August 12th, had his first baby. My daughter had a baby this year. So you've got this grandfatherhood that you're just loving up. That's a great train track. Your marriage staying strong, friendships staying strong, relationship with your family, mom and dad staying strong. Like all these train tracks we're here to manage. And this one was just tough, but by the grace of God, I got a lot of train tracks that were really positive. People lifted me. And I'm watching Askren go through something just horrifying. Horrifying. And what a blessing he wakes up and his mind has transformed from not sure if I believe to I believe, right? And there is no more important question than anybody has to answer. Am I here by chance or is there a God? And he was leaning a little bit toward the chance side, but no longer.
Yeah.
No longer. And what a testimony he's got for people. It's been really fun, just sharing with him some different things and back and forth. We've communicated more since his accident than we ever had before then.
Great.
Not his accident, but his illness.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing. And the guy's a warrior, and it wasn't his time. So I'm healing. This is the 5th surgery. I got 1 more. They got to take all the screws and the steel out of this kneecap so I can wrestle again. My goal is to wrestle again.
Wow.
There's just something, as we know, it's like you as a parent, you have what?
2.
2.
Yeah.
As a parent, there's nothing that bonds your relationship to a child like being on the floor with them, playing with them, like just showing up.
Yep.
Just show up and be there for them. And in the sport of wrestling, as we all know, being on the mat matters. I want to be back on the mat. I cannot wait to wrestle McCrone. Now, I don't wrestle any big guys anymore. I like to wrestle McCrone and Vinny and Ben and Nick when they're tired at the end of practice.
There you
That's
go.
where my level's at right now. But it's still, when you spar with them, there's also a level of teaching that's far greater when you experience what they're doing versus watching. You don't know where their angle is, their leverage, where they're putting energy and stuff, unless you feel it. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping that I can get back to that after this hopefully be my last surgery through this accident.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
one thing that Ben talked about, was just kind of not feeling sorry for himself, and he had like kind of one moment where he did, and he kind of like course corrected. Did you ever go through anything like that? Like, man, why? You said you got to the what, but you started maybe with why.
I don't. Even in the loss, I'm like I would say the two most tragic events of my life, right? The loss of my son, which never through the loss of Teague in 2004. I was emotionally broken. I was broken, but I was healthy physically. So I'm learning the difference between the difference between being broken physically, me being broken physically, really challenged me emotionally. I mean, I went through periods of time where I visualized how I would end myself. Like I was at that space. I was in that space.
Wow.
So it was never like, I don't think I ever went through a why me, but I definitely went through, I'm done, man. Like, I'm done. Which was really horrifying for me, horrifying to go through. Like, what is wrong with you? You have everything that you could possibly want, and you're struggling. So it really gave me, the learning, like, God, what are you trying to teach me? That mental illness, mental unwellness is real. And when someone said, I'm just really anxious over this, my thinking before this accident would be, well, stop it. It's not real. You're anxious about, you can fix. But to the person who's anxious, it's as real as can be. And I think for me, it was really a lot of learning for me, in dealing with people that suffer from anxiety, because I've never had anxiety over anything. I mean, I could fall asleep, in the national finals, I could fall asleep a minute before. Like, I just really never struggled. So God's teaching me how to deal better with student athletes and family members and friends that are dealing with anxiety, that is just like, well, pray about it.
Yeah.
Go to God about it. So some of them know me well that I've advised in the past are like, well, go to God about it. Well, I am, but it's not working enough, So you question your faith and you all these questions. But so, definitely not why, but definitely, some things that were really just really challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah.